Your sacrificial poem for the 4-minute round. Welcome up, Joules!
Yes! Bullying, kick them when they're down mentality plagues our unsuspecting, vulnerable, or weaker population, including exhausted moms without energy to fight back. So I wrote this. Tears of a boy I named Phoenix. Is it a paradox or conundrum, irony, or just plain old hypocrisy to rattle and hum in the humdrum of what you can hear but you can't see? For me to be lame like you and complain about all your complaining when each drop of pain is so insane as it thunders your constant raining. It's not just one, but each one of you bad apples floating and rotting the cesspool of dis-ease. With your stupid bored intents to have fun at the expense of innocent joy that you steal without saying please. Believe it or not, I have rights to care for my baby in public places. Having a child should not bring a sentence of house arrest, neither for me nor the safely supervised child, just because we might see one of your faces. I am showing him what's wrong with your social culture and what's for the best. Think twice before shooing us away from a public printer at the library while I'm filing for child support to my dismay, as if we came to just personally annoy you. Yet on the contrary, it's so easy to pick on the innocent, to fuel your outbursts of power trip, to make your sick, weak self of a stronger sentiment when we are trying to stay afloat and you want to sink the small ship. Step back before throwing some hot, dirty blanket to smother my nursing baby at your thrift store who's feeding on the only energy I have, and it's not even legal for you to interfere. Then shoo me out the door. At the store, you get off on the cheap thrills of getting caught snapping photos of my skirt, demonstrative of your petty life's ills, while I pay attention to my child and you are impossible to avert. Seek and destroy the innocent targets your mentality screams to pursue before everyone forgets your pathetic life too. When my child is moved to tears by your whimsical poetry on this very stage, it actually means he was listening to your fears, so swallow your own distracted, attentionless rage. When I'm following my heart to merely lay eyes upon an unrequited love of 10 years, you may hear my baby as he cries for me and for you as you drown yourself with tears, while I remain designated in almost unwilling sobriety. He sweetly whimpers, I honor to witness your presence in your show for him to emulate on. Although forced into a dingy toilet room too far back to be heard by your misconstrued propriety of the tragedy of our tribute to the comedy sacrificial for our oppressed turbulation. His cries are only of those that I hide, to fit into the fake facades of the masks you all wear. His cries threaten to strip them off to reveal what within you has died, because it's a lie that you can't drown out background noises that you don't want to hear. It only makes him cry louder to not allow me to bring his stroller to public shows. As the crowd screams too loud, it gets harder to carry another 30-pound body up a red rock mountain as no one cares, no one knows. I refuse to stuff his little body as he fights the 150-degree Grim Reaper heat inside a car at daylight. Yet you step on our civil rights when you sweep us off your public sidewalk of the cooler night. I can't set him free on your toxic wasteland of pesticide-poisoned ground, since his hands can reach his mouth. Rip your hands off his mouth and stop the silence before my foot kicks you somewhere south. Speaking of which, don't snap at me when I refuse to agree to your mutilation of baby genitals and forced trauma of parental failure with your stick stuck up stiff, because all the other lemmings are jumping off that cliff. Until years after my social life suicide, I'll face that edge of another cliff wall, so inviting the fall, without family to help care for the eyes that had cried. The cries and screams of the rest of his life best haunt the daily nightmares of you all. So before you shun, stifle, and shoo us away, remember the tears of a boy I named Phoenix could have healed you if you invited them, but you lost your chance to see what will and what may will be the trade-off price you pay if you attempt to condemn. Thank you.